name is Jen. I am the Unorthodox Healer. This is a tarot card reading for any Scorpios out there. It is the start of the astrological new moon, new year even, and this is therefore a reading which will be for the next 12 months. I will draw a card for every month for the next 12 months, starting with April, and we shall see as to what the guidance is. I only take cards that jump out at me, and I would assume that that is probably enough to do 12 months of readings. I will give them a little shuffle and we shall see what we have. So I don't read reversals, and as I said, I only take cards that jump out at me. So we have April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February and March. So in April we have the King of Cups, and this indicates that you are in a situation where you are quite happy with your love life at the moment. It might be that you're just really loving work and being around your friends. He is a very self-assured character. He is endearing, he is charming, and he's just one of those people that you kind of really love. This might be a particular person that's in your life. It might be you. You might just be really full of love and contentment and happiness in April. In May, we have the Two of Discs, and the Two of Discs is about you juggling things. It can be that you are just working too hard at the moment. You have two options and you're not too sure which way to go. But I think that it is getting too much for you. You can see there's a big valley that they're juggling these two pentacles over. And I think it's been going on for quite a while, that you perhaps have two options. It might be multiple options. You're just working two jobs. You're just juggling too much, and I think you are worried that you might drop one of those pentacles in May if you're not careful. In June, oh gosh, and I'm messing all the cards up. In June, you have the Nine of Discs, and that is about reaping the rewards of all of the hard work. So I think if you have been in this situation of feeling as though you have been working too hard and that life's been getting on top of you a little bit, in June you are going to be really, really pleased with the results. It's a time to celebrate your accomplishments and how far that you've come. For July, we have the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is about wanting change. It is that you've got a new idea which you are looking to work on. Birds typically are ideas in the tarot, and you've let this third one into your sort of inner triangle. The other two, I think that you might have had two other ideas or two other professions or something which you have followed, and now something else is sitting on your shoulder, sort of talking into your ear, going, how about this option? It might be that you want to travel, but it's a new idea, and you are absolutely thinking very seriously about it. In August, you have the Prince of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands typically. And he is a pretty fast moving chap. He's very self-assured. You can see he's controlling this, is it a griffin or a dragon or something, which he's riding on the back of. So he's very confident. He's quite a fiery chap. Wands are all about fiery ideas, and he is he's just full of energy. He's flying out of there, and he's flying into the future. You know, this card, you're looking that way, which is looking into the future. So I think that you've really got this idea and you're going to run with it in August. In September, you have the Chariot. Now, this might be, the more cards come out, this might be an adventure. But the Chariot is about taking that sort of, that idea and having control over having control over your heart. So your head's ruling your heart. He can control these oh goodness me, I can't remember what they're called now. He's controlling these with his mind. They don't have reins. You know, these are the sphinxes that are pulling this chariot, and he is so self-assured and so confident in his mind that he can just control them with his thoughts as to where he wants to go. So it's a determination that you've got, and it is you being at the start of a journey, and you know where you want to go and why you want to do it. The October card is the Fool, and it almost gives me the impression, Scorpio, that this is you starting a new life. It's about being at one with your environment, and it's you seeing, it's about you seeing, having a fresh start, that you've shed the troubles and the everyday stresses, and you're just sort of a zen-like person looking for a fresh start, and you're not really bothered about the consequences or where it might take you. She's about to walk off the end of here into fresh air, and her little dog's going, oh, hold on, but she's too busy sniffing this beautiful flower and going, oh, I'm amazing, look at me. So this is really very much a fresh start for you in October. And I think maybe it is linked to these ideas that you've had. In November, you have the Ten of Discs. It's interesting that it's under the Nine of Discs as well. The Ten of Discs is about the end of a journey, that you have got to where you have wanted to be. This could be that if you have changed your life, that this can be that you've never felt better from a health point of view. That you have, you've shed this difficult issue, and you're just feeling great about life. It might be linked to the Fool card here. We had the Nine of Discs there, and it was saying earlier in the year that you've been juggling and that you were going to see the results from it and were going to be able to celebrate it. And in November, it's coming back to that. It is saying, you see, this might be an emotional wealth, because you have sort of clipped your ties with whatever these things were previously. So rather than it being a material wealth, this might just be an emotional wealth, that you're just so glad that you're free and that you can just do as you please. In December, you have the Six of Discs. This comes to me as though you might be a little bit homesick, or you are harping back to happier or more innocent times. And the more of this, it comes across as though this is a year almost of sort of opening your eyes and seeing as to whether you want to keep going with the rat race, or whether you want to jump off and find a completely new, peaceful life for yourself. Because the Six of Discs is about reminiscing. It can also be about reminiscing to somebody that you've lost, who has played a really important time in your life. January, you get the Hermit. And the Hermit is about self-reliance. It's about knowing yourself and trusting yourself and your intuition. It doesn't matter how dark it is. You are your own guiding light, and you're stood at the start of this path, and your own light, your own intuition and your own brilliance is going to lead you out of the darkness and into the light. So if December has been a difficult month for you for whatever reason, January is going to reassure you that you are a good person, and that you should trust yourself and the person that you are, and the one that you are becoming, because everything that we go through is a learning experience. In February, we have the Justice card, and that's really perfect for the Hermit and what I've been saying, that in February you will be, justice will prevail, that you can see things from two perspectives, and that things are changing. It's also, I think, showing that you're changing. That whereas previously you were having to juggle this, it was always up in the air. You had these ideas and you had these options. And I think that now you're in a much more balanced position. Justice is about fairness as well, fairness on yourself and fairness to others. And I think that you are learning to live with yourself and the life that you have, and how to live with other people too. And the last card we have is for March next year, and that is the King of Pentacles. You've actually started on a king and you ended with a king as well. And the King of Pentacles is that culmination of wealth. And I think that this is emotional wealth for you. It's somebody who is very strong, is sure of themselves, has a lot of success, doesn't have any hang-ups, and is a really sort of reliable person. It might be that somebody comes into your life who is like that, or has that energy, who is a big influence on you in March. But I do think that this is you as well. It's that you've just learned through the last year that you don't need anyone other than you, and that makes you happy. There's a completeness about the journey that you've been on, and you are independent if you choose to be independent. You know, you don't need anybody. You have yourself. You've learnt so much about yourself and about others, and you're just that very self-assured character that knows that if you put your mind to something, it will absolutely happen for you. I hope that that has made some sense and it has given you a picture as to what the year ahead is. I think that it's got lots of really beautiful opportunities, and yeah, I can't wait to see as to whether it actually all happens or not for you. So, my lovely Scorpios, I hope that's been useful, and I will speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye.